Hey guys, Saltwater here. Welcome to another episode of Ocean State Aquatics TV here at our Wakefield location, and I'm here to show you our new saltwater section, finally with fish. Last episode that I did, I talked about the new saltwater system and how we were getting it ready and going. Well, it is ready and going. So you may have seen my live video where I kind of went over all the specific fish already, so I'm just going to kind of go a little overview. As you can see, I'm not super heavily stocked because it is our first batch of fish. I didn't want to go too heavy, so I went with all hardier, smaller fish that just weren't going to be too much on the system. So right here, I've got a bunch of captive raised clownfish from Roger Williams University, which is really awesome. There's some regular fancies, there's some Da Vinci's in there too, so definitely come check those out, especially if you're starting a new tank and you want something super hardy. Clownfish are the way to go. We've got a Mozambique blenny, which is really cool. He's often an overlooked fish because it just kind of looks gray, but if you look up close, they actually have a really nice green top on their head, yellow tail, really neat. In this tank here, I've got a really nice pink tail trigger. I love this guy, and these guys are actually one of the real true reef safe triggers. So I say that with a grain of salt because sometimes they may eat a snail here and there or a crab. So, you know, that's one thing to watch, but they're not gonna hurt your corals. And they typically are pretty good with inverts too. I've got damsels, I got firefish, there's a few other little things in there that are all really good, especially if you're just starting. You know, firefish are usually relatively good for that. And they're on the smaller side, so they'll do well in a tank like 30 gallons or so. I got this guy's the Midas blenny. Great personality on those fish. They're super interactive, they're active. A lot of blennies will just kind of perch and hide in a rock and not really do a whole lot, but this guy, he's always out and about. He will perch here and there, but definitely a lot more active blenny. There's some Anthias in there, dotty backs, some scissor tail gobies, which are really cool. Haven't had those in a while. Right over here is kind of like our bigger fish. I do a few larger fish. I have a really nice powder brown tang. Wouldn't call him super hardy, but he's doing really well. Super healthy, eating great. Just came in really fantastic. I've got a really nice Fiji bicolor fox face. There's a peacock puffer back there. Just a really nice like little variety of things. And I will be bringing in really cool, neat, unique stuff a little bit later on, but like I said, I kind of want to take it slow for this first round and make sure we don't overdo it in the new system. When we first opened the store and I was showing off all these new display tanks, I had said something about a really cool little surprise going in this tank. You may have forgotten, but I didn't. And I wanted to show you guys what that surprise was. So right in here, we have three yellow spotted Congo puffers. So these guys are super neat, full of personality. This guy especially, he's always trying to eat me through the glass. Hilarious. And they are just a really neat, unique, true freshwater puffer that is relatively community, and I say that with very much caution because they're really not community puffers, but they can go with other smaller, more docile fish and do really well. I actually have them with Congo tetras too. So Congo tetras actually come out of the same area as the yellow spotted Congo puffer, so I decided that that would be a really cool mix. I do have neons in there, they're not from the same biotope, but you know, we do what we do, so it's okay. So I just wanted to show those guys off to you. They're really neat. They are not for sale. They're display fish, but definitely come check them out. Say hello, meet them, because they're super cute. And one last thing I just wanted to show you guys today is that we got all brand new plants at actually all 3 locations. But since you're here, I'll show you what we got over here. We got a nice variety of hardy plants and some of the a little more challenging plants for all you people out there that want a little bit of a challenge. So we have this I'm super excited about. We've got some really nice pink flamingo cryptocorin, and we got so much of it. It was actually, you know, they had a ton, so we just were like, let's get all of it. So one of my absolute favorite cryptocorins, I'm actually gonna put 1 or 2 in the show tank so you guys can see its full potential. Absolutely gorgeous plant and relatively easy. They you know, they do really good with CO2 and high light. They'll actually be really pink. They'll grow fast, but it's absolutely not necessary. Really beautiful plant. If you dose iron and do high light, they'll be bright pink and just really neat. You don't really find that very often. So we've got some water sprites. We've got 4-leaf clovers. These are a really neat plant. I had never really even heard of them or seen them until kind of recently. And we have 2 varieties. We have the regular and the dwarf. The dwarf just stays relatively smaller, and then the regular will get tall and really big. Really cool plant. So I got some Monte Carlo too. Not a super easy plant, but a really good one for someone who wants a challenge. Will really do best with CO2 in the aquarium. I also got dwarf baby tears, which is another one that will do best with CO2. They are both carpeting plants. They look really great once they do take off and do well. We also got water onion, aka Crinum calamistratum. I love this plant. Joe and I both are obsessed with it. It's just a really cool, unique, awesome plant, and it grows really tall and just unique. I really like it. We got a ton of different cryptocorenes. We got Starogene, always pronounce that wrong. And we've just got a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of Vallisneria. If you got a tall planted tank and you want something that's really good filler in the background, some nice Val would look really, really great in there as well. We've got some Anubias on wood as well, so right over here. Those are really nice if you're kind of just starting and you just want to place it in there and you got a spot for it, because Anubias is a epiphyte, so it doesn't want to be planted. It'll actually not do well if it's planted, so that's a plant that you want to actually have glued to something. So these ones are already pre-glued, so you don't even have to do that. You just place that right in the tank. We've got some Anubias nana on lava stone. We've got some just Anubias nana petite here. So as you can see, we have tons of different options for you guys. So come on in, check them out, and come say hi. And even go check out the saltwater fish too, because why not? They're awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode on Ocean State Aquatics TV, and I hope to see you next time. Keep it fresh, baby.